I'll talk about you. I'll talk about you. Yeah, right?
I've done it to my daughter before.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as
Hello, Wildcat Nation, and welcome to another presentation of the Monterey High School sporting event. The Monterey Sports Network broadcasting team are set up to stream live from the First Volunteer Bank broadcast booth. Stay tuned for the pregame show after a word from our sponsor.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank. We're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family. And we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until the groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner.
Hello, Wildcat Nation, and welcome to another presentation of a Monterey High School sporting event. The Monterey Sports Network broadcasting team are set up to stream live from the First Volunteer Bank broadcast booth. Stay tuned for the pregame show after a word from our sponsors.
At First Volunteer Bank, we're not just a community bank, we're a bank that's here for our community. We know our customers by name and treat them like family, and we're here to serve our community however we can. Whether it's teaching financial literacy in our local schools or collecting and donating thousands of canned food items each year to local food banks, we're a part of your community. If you're looking for a community banking relationship, we make it easy for you to switch because we're here to help you every step of the way, right down to a local person on the other end of the phone to assist you when you need it. First Volunteer Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill, Tim, and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats!
IDK Cafe, 124 East Commercial Avenue in Monterey, are proud supporters of Monterey Wildcats. Check their Facebook page at IDK-CAFE for an up-to-date menu as well as daily specials, with their newest menu item being the Wildcat Burger Combo. They're open Tuesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and reopening Friday and Saturday nights from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. Jeannie and staff encourages every Monterey student to be the best they can be at academics as well as athletics. Go by and see them today at the corner of Chestnut and Commercial. Look them up on Facebook or give them a call at 931-584-0174. That's 931-584-0174.
Absolute Fitness is the Upper Cumberland's premier fitness facility. Absolute Fitness has 2 floors and over 15,000 square feet. The upstairs boasts live fitness circuit machines and tons of cardio equipment. The downstairs has the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Locally owned by IFBB Pro Jen Facento and her husband Denny, it's a true hometown family gym. Whether you work out, tan, or enjoy a sauna, it's all one price. There's never sign-up fees or contracts. Absolute Fitness is located at 444 South Jefferson, across from Kroger. Call them today for more info at 931-526-2500.
Live Well Medical Clinic and Spa, located in downtown Monterey, offers primary care and telemed services, same-day DOT physicals and sports physicals, weight loss programs, and various types of massage therapy, including pregnancy, sports, deep tissue, and relaxation. To book an appointment, visit them today on Facebook at Live Well and Spa, all one word, or call 931-839-6642. That's 931-839-6642.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.
Has your vehicle developed any loud muffler noises? Have you noticed any exhaust fumes or rattles coming from your exhaust system? Tay's Muffler and Repair Shop can solve all your muffler and exhaust issues. Johnny has over 20 years experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and honest and reasonable service. He is located just outside Monterey at 12539 Monterey Highway, or give him a call at 931-544-8297. That's 931-544-8297. Tay's Muffler, proud supporters of Monterey High School sports.
At Monterey Drugs, our focus is on you. You're not just a number, you're our neighbor. We'll get to know you so we can give you the best personal service you deserve. Monterey Drugs, your hometown pharmacy, is a proud sponsor of Wildcat Sports. Located on Elmore Street, right next to the dollar store. You can call them today at 931-839-6777. That's 931-839-6777. Monterey Drugs wishes the best for Monterey High School sports and academics.
Good evening, everyone. We're coming to you live today from the historical duck field at the Monterey High School. We're getting ready to have a little softball action, varsity action tonight, as the Monterey Wildcats, Lady Wildcats, will be taking on the Lady Blue Devils from Jackson County. This game was moved to the Monterey High School field rather than the field at Jackson County due to the rain that they had over the weekend. Their field was not playable, but ours was, so we was able to swap out our home and away dates with them. So we're getting ready to play here pretty quickly. They're getting warmed up on the field. While they're warming up, our baseball team is traveling to Clark Range tonight, the MHS Wildcats baseball, to do the away of their home and away series. Last night, the Wildcats baseball took a 19-1 win against Clark Range. And we're hoping they can go over there and improve on their record tonight with another big victory. Our girls are getting ready to, coming in, they're getting ready, they're doing their final high fives now. We're getting ready to start this ball game. We'll cover the field in Monterey real quick. Our pitcher tonight is Miss Molly Sparks. Our catcher is Miss Shay Harris. First base is Allie Hyatt. Second base is Amber Riddle. Third base is Serenity Nolan. Oh, no, I take that back. Third base is Brooklyn Goss, and shortstop is Serenity Nolan. And then our outfielders are going to be Gracie Hastings at center field, and then also we have Jordan Walker at left field and Mariah Bilbrey at right field. Okay, we're getting ready to bat first for the Jackson County Lady Blue Devils is number 4, Lindsay Scott. She's also their shortstop. We have number 55, Rebecca Harris on deck, and number 32, Olivia Scott in the hole. We'll have a foul ball right over our heads into the baseball field as the first pitch is thrown, so that gives us a hit in the count, 0-1. 0-1 in the count at this point. Oh, and also broadcasting with us today, we have Mr. Cole McDonald's helping us out with some stats, and as always, our producer, Mr. Rick McNeil, here today. We're trying to get this going. Got a little late start, so we're coming in at the last minute. We kind of come in right after the national anthem was played. We had a little bit of a low pitch right there for that second pitch, so that gives us a 1-1 count. And number 4, Lindsay Scott, is up to bat. She's their shortstop. She hits a hard hit, and it is a foul ball right over first base, right into the edge of the grass, but it did cross the foul line, so it will be a foul ball. She's come back up. That makes the count 1-2. As we come back up here, she's hungry. She's fouled off 2 of 3 pitches right now, so she's wanting to get a hit. We have a pitch come in. Molly threw in an awesome pitch right there, and she took a swing at it, and that gives us our first strikeout of the game. That's our 1 out. Coming up to our second batter here. Our second batter is a southpaw, number 55, Rebecca Harris. She's also Jackson County center fielder. All right, Molly's getting ready to come up here to the rubber, and the pitcher winds up. She starts to wind up. Here comes the pitch. Pitch just a little on the outside, so that brings our count to 1-0. And we got a strike for that second pitch, and that gives our count to 1-1. All right, catcher's in position, batter's in position. Here comes Molly. She starts her wind up. Here comes the pitch. Looks like he's calling that maybe a little lower to the outside one. It looked like a pretty good pitch to me there, but that gives our count to 2-1. All right, Molly's back up to the rubber. Here she comes. She winds up. She throws. And the ball is hit. Third baseman misses the catch. She ends up getting a single out of that. It went past the third baseman. We go into the... There, ball's back into the pitcher. All right, we're getting ready.
You can fix it.
All right, here we go. We're on our third batter, which is Olivia Scott, number 32. Wind up pitch. She fouls it off. These Jackson County batters are coming in here hungry tonight, trying to start out this game with a bang, trying to get some hits. They're touching the ball a lot. Molly's throwing them some good pitches, and they're fouling them off. So we're sitting here. We're hoping to get this game in tonight with another big Wildcat victory. We got to strike this one back count 2. Sorry for the noise. It's a little windy up here in the Delp field, and a little bit of that's transferring into the microphone, so I apologize for that right now. All right, here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. We got another foul. She keeps herself alive with that foul. Going to still leave the official count at 0-2. I apologize for that. All right, Molly's back. They're getting her and Shay are getting their instructions as pitcher and catcher. Shay's back down in position. Pitcher's in the batter's box. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. It was a little high, but the batter swung at it and fouled it off. So here we go again. So we go back in, leaving the official count still at 0-2. All right, Molly's back in her position. Shay's taking her spot. They have their orders from the coaches. Here comes Molly's wind up the throw. We have a hit right down the first base line, but it's on the foul side, so we're going to call that another foul. Again, the official count is 0-2. 0-2, we have 1 out. And score still 0-0 at the top of this first inning here. Here comes the wind up. Here comes the throw. Little bit on the inside, so that gives us a 1-2 count at this point. Molly's going back into the circle. She's getting ready. Runner's on first base at this point still. We're winding up. And here comes the pitch, and another foul ball, foul tip at that point. So went over the catcher's head. All right, we're getting back down. We've called another pitch here. Everybody's ready. Batter's in the box. Molly's getting down. She's doing her wind up. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little high. The base runner's going for a steal. The throw down from Shay to Serenity Nolan to shortstop, and she tags out Miss Rebecca Harris. That gives Monterey Wildcats 2 outs at this point in the ball game. We got 2 outs. Our count right now is, I think the count is 2-2. And we just got the strikeout to end the inning. So Wildcats had a good inning there. 3 batters up, 3 batters down with the catch on that steal. And we're getting ready to go into the bottom of this inning. That's what we want to see for our Wildcats tonight. And we can go from there. All right, now everybody's getting ready here. Real quick, we're going to go through the lineup out on the field for the Jackson County Lady Blue Devils. Their pitcher is number 24, Rachel Harris. Their catcher is Emma Chaffin, number 22. Their first baseman is Shayla Kennard, number 10. Number 11, Hunter Holloway is second base. Olivia Scott, number 32, is third base. Their shortstop is Lindsay Scott, number 4. Center field is Rebecca Harris, number 55. And number 30, Tess Crawford, is left field. And number 12, Savannah Lewis, is right field. Looks like the Jackson County Blue Devils only brought a total team of 12 over here today. So they're playing with a pretty thin crew, but they're out here. They're ready to play ball. Pitchers out here warming up. Pitchers looking pretty good. So hopefully our girls can go out here and get some hits off of this.
We'll go ahead and give you that before I mess it up no more. That's what I like to hear.
So we're getting here. We're training someone on doing stats right now. And so we're getting over this. He's learning. All right. So we're watching this pitcher wind up. She's throwing some good pitches, so our girls are going to have to be ready to get out here and hit. Starting in our lineup today, number 1 in the lineup will be number 14, Gracie Hastings. Number 2 will be number 8, Brooklyn Giles. Number 3 will be number 49, Serenity Nolan. Number 4 is number 50, Molly Sparks. Number 1, Jordan Walker's in the 5th slot. The 6th slot is number 23, Amber Riddle. The 15, Mariah Bilbrey's in the 7th slot. 8th slot is number 20, Shay Harris. And the 9th spot is number 4, Miss Allie Height. Looks like we ain't running any designated hitters today. We're getting out here. We're getting ready to go with the first batter again being number 14, Mrs. Gracie Grandma Hastings. All right, Gracie's coming up here to bat. Here she comes, the windup, the pitch. Then that was called a strike. Here comes the windup again. A little bit on the outside, maybe a little high, so that one would have been a ball, making the official count 1-1. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. It's a little bit of an outside pitch. Gracie takes a swing, but she misses, bringing the count to 1-2. And Gracie fouls off the fourth pitch to try to stay alive. So that will be a foul ball. She's ready to go. She's wanting a piece of this action right now. She winds up a little bit to the inside, so that's going to give us an official count of 2-2. All right, everybody's getting back in position. Here comes Gracie back up into the box. Gracie's in the box. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. Another foul ball by Miss Hastings here. So that gives us another foul. We've had 6 pitches so far. 4 of those have been strikes, 2 have been balls. We've had some really good pitching here today from both teams. Another high pitch. That's going to bring us to a full count, 3-1. Obviously, we're in the bottom of the inning. First of the round, we got a full count at this point. So there is no outs. Oh, Gracie lays a good, nice line drive right down the center, right over the second base. Right in the gap between the shortstop and the second baseman. She gets herself a single out of that. So now we've got Gracie on base on first. No out as Brooklyn Giles comes up to bat. As Brooklyn comes up to bat, she's getting ready to get into the batter's box so she can done. Catcher's down. Brooklyn's ready. She's in her stance. Here comes the pitch. Brooklyn fouls one off down the third baseline over the field and down by the bathrooms here at the Delt Field. So she's staying alive at this point. All right, here we go. We're coming up with this wind's right here. We got a pitch going to the outside. And we just had a steal, Miss Gracie Hastings. Stole the base there. And made it to second, so that frees up first base, and when it makes it not out, the pitcher wires up and bounces it off in front of the batter, so that's going to be another ball, making the official count 2-1 at this point. With Gracie on second, Gracie's getting her lead off as soon as the pitcher lets go of the ball. And softball's a little different from baseball. The runners cannot leave the bag until the pitcher releases the pitch. So that we can't have leadoffs like you would see in baseball. Here we go. A little bit on the outside. That gives us ball 4. And Brooklyn is walked. That occupies first base, and that occupies second base for us as we bring up Miss Serenity Nolan as our third batter. She's in the third slot. Serenity is definitely a capable batter. A little bit on the inside there, making the count 1-1. Making the count 1-0. Serenity's already had one over the fence home run, one good dinger this season. And I know she's looking for another. We have a pitch going wrong. It went over and back up against the backstop. We got 2 steals out of that. Gracie Hastings stole the third, and Brooklyn Gall stole to second. On that, Serenity comes back up. Serenity gets a nice base hit, knocked into left field. Serenity's held up as a single, but she did her job and got 2 RBIs. All right, we got Molly Sue up to bat, Molly Sue Sparks. Serenity actually managed to get on around to second on that when she stole in on second after they had kind of held her up at first. We got Molly Sue Sparks out there. She took the first pitch, which was a strike. Molly Sue's getting ready for the second pitch, and she lays one, and I believe this one's going to be out of her. That's her third home run in legal play this season. And the girls go right to the mound, to the plate to welcome her home. Serenity Nolan comes home. And now Molly comes around. She rounds third. She gives Coach Swafford a high five, and she comes in the home plate.
Sweet.
And that is sweet. Nothing else. So that knocks us in 2 runs, giving us a 4-0 lead with no outs. And bases are cleared at this point. Going into our 5th batter. Our 5th batter is Miss Jordy Walker. Would like to see Jordy Walker repeat that. She got a good one at the last season in some of the few games that we were playing. She gets a good base hit there, right down the plate to the first strike, and she
really
run it out. I thought she was safe, but they ended up calling her out on that. That ball must have just barely beat her there. So
I don't know about that, boys.
Yeah, I don't either. You just like your dad there, brother.
Yep, but we'll have to go with that. That's what they said, so that's the legal call. So, but we're not in bad shape.
Questionable call for sure.
All right, we got us a 1 out, 4 runs. We've got Miss Amber Riddle, who is our second baseman. She's up to bat. As Amber's up here to bat, she's a 1-1. She's number 23. Right now, she's got a 1-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Amber gets a good piece of that ball, knocks it in. It rolls past the second baseman into.
Y'all get down.
And Amber makes it to second, slides in at the last second, and makes it safe. So Amber got herself a good double right there.
I've been on YouTube. How many outs we got?
We got 1 out right now. We got 1 out. How's our viewers coming? Well, let's wait till we get in between innings here. We got Mariah Bilbrey up here to bat. Mariah's had some good hits this season.
Number?
That was a little high. She's number 15. Her first pitch was a little high, making it a ball. Here comes the next pitch. And that was a strike. That was a good end pitch, and she took a swing at it. Just quite couldn't connect on that, so that gives us a 1-1 count at this point in the ball game. All right, Mariah comes back into the batter's box. Catcher's ready. Mariah's ready. Here comes the wind-up pitch. Mariah hits a pop fly up into the air, and it's caught by by the third baseman. And Jordy's held up in 2. That gives us 2 outs.
20 check-ins, 4 viewers right now on YouTube.
20 check-ins and 4 viewers. If anybody knows anybody needs to watch this, tell them to tune in and listen to this. Some good action right here today. We got a first pitch here to number 20, Miss Shay Harris. First pitch was a little high, making that a 1-0 count to start out her bat. Shay lays her bat to this. She got a nice gap in the gap between the left field and the center fielder, where Miss Amber was on second. That knocked Miss Amber in, and that gives Amber another point, making the point 5-0 for your Lady Wildcats right now.
1 out.
And we have 2 outs at this point. Shay got 2 RBIs on that. And Shay got her 2 RBI, or 1 RBI, I should say. And Shay got a single. Okay, Shay got a single out of that and an RBI. All right, we got a I think we had a strikeout there, so that
Where's this getting announced at?
it's Monterey Sports Network.
You can go on the video, Monterey Sports Network.
All right, sorry about that. We had a question here. We had a strikeout there with Miss Allie Hyatt, and that's going to take us into the next inning. But Monterey Wildcats comes out of that with a 5 runs. And let's see how many hits we got here. We only had 1 walk that inning. You had 2 outs, so out of 9 batters, or 3 outs. So we're going to have 5 hits there. So that was a very good inning. 5 hits, 5 runs. These were well-placed hits. You can't blame them on a error. Real quick, we have forgot to do our first sponsor. Our first inning sponsor was Monterey Foods. Monterey Foods has fresh cut meat daily. Check out their weekly specials on Facebook. Facebook at Monterey Foods, corner of Holly and Stratton, and Monterey, 931-839-2434. Again, that's 931-839-2434. Go down and see Danny, Chas, and all those folks, and they will give you a good deal. And they'd love to support the Monterey youth here, so let's remember that. And we're going to do our second inning sponsor right now, too. Our second inning sponsor is Taze Muffler and Repair Shop. Johnny has over 20 years experience, state-of-the-art tools and equipment, and he's able to handle all your exhaust and muffler issues. Go by at 12539 Monterey Highway, just outside of Monterey on Highway 70, or give him a call at 931-544-8297. Again, that's 931-544-8297. All right, we're getting into action here. We've got our first pitch. Our first pitch was a strike. And our second pitch was a strike. This is our number 4 batter. This is number 27, Miss Emma Chaffin. And all right, we're going to get this here. All right. We're trying to get caught up here. We got a late start, so we're getting ready to do this. Looks like Molly's getting ready to wind up, getting ready for a third pitch. Actually, count is, that gives us clears the count, and that was a 1-2 before that pitch. That pitch was a strikeout, giving us our first out of the inning. That was a strikeout out swinging. Swing at that. And next up is number 10, Shaylin Kennard. And we got a pitch come in. Pitch come in a little low on that. That's going to start us off in the count a little low. Okay, here we come. We're getting back in. She's getting back in the box. Molly's coming up to bat. Back up the pitch. She winds. She takes the throw, and we get a good bite on that one, and enough for a strike, making the count 1-1 for the Monterey Wildcats. This girl's hungry. She's wanting to get a hit here. And looking at her swing, another strike right there. Looking at her swing, and she can get a good hit. She's going to put one back out in the outfield here. So we're seeing what she can do. All right, here we go. Here comes Molly's wind up. We got a 1-2 count. Here comes the ball. Is a little high. That gives us a 2-2 count. 1 out. All right, we're coming back up. We're coming into the count again. And here we come. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. It's a little high. So that brings us into a full count at this point. So this pitch is going to make a difference. If it's not fouled, it's either going to be a run or an out. Here we come again. That wind's getting up. I apologize for the wind noise. Ain't much way to do it. She hit a foul ball to stay alive. Making the official count 3-2. 3-2, a full count, 1 out. No runners on base. Scores 5-0 for your Lady Wildcats at this point. 5-0 for your Lady Wildcats. Here comes the wind up the pitch. Pretty pitch right down the middle right there. So that puts Molly in for her next strikeout. Right now she's got 2 in a row. That gives her 2 in a row, and we are good to go. I think that's her 5th strikeout of the night. So Molly's on fire tonight. As we get ready to go back in, here comes Molly back to the plate. We got a new batter here. This batter is number 11, Hunter Holloway.
Oh.
And so we do that. First pitch is a strike. And Molly comes back to the plate. Right now Molly's ahead 0-1 in the count with 2 outs. Oh, and she went for that one. That one was a good change up. She bit that and she swung, so that gives us a 0-2 count. And Molly's pitching a really good game right now. She's staying on top of this game. Molly comes back to the rubber. Here she comes for her windup. Here comes the windup. Here comes the thing. Here comes the throw. And that's strike 3, taking the Wildcats out of the top of this inning, ready to go put some more points on the board.
Already a heck of a game for her.
Yeah, Molly's playing a really good game tonight. She's definitely on fire on her pitching tonight, and it's good to see. You know, so far the Lady Cats have had some real good pitching. Molly has pitched some good games. Miss Gracie Hastings has had some good games in there pitching. We went down to that Gordonsville tournament, and we played down there, and, you know, we just got better as the day went on. That tournament was what we needed to kind of get our head on straight and get ready for this season. Went to Red Bowling last week, had a heartbreaker. I mean, I'm gonna go as far as saying, in this reporter's humble opinion, that we Red Bowling last week. Okay. We lost the heartbreaker, and I'm gonna go as far to say is the best team did not win that ball game that night. We had some errors and made a couple mistakes, and the best team did not win that ball game that night. We're getting ready to go into the 2nd inning right now. And we're back at the top of our lineup, or bottom of the 2nd inning. And we're back at the top of our lineup. And as we're in the top of the lineup, we're going to go over our 2nd inning sponsor, which is Tay's Muffler. As we go into Tay's Muffler in their power shop, Johnny has over 20 years experience, state-of-the-art tools and equipment, is able to handle all your exhaust and muffler issues. Go by his shop at 12539 Monterey Highway, just outside of Monterey on Highway 70, or give him a call at 931-544-8297. Again, that's 931-544-8297. All right, we're getting ready. Gracie Hastings is back up to bat. Gracie had her a nice single a minute ago, and she's out to improve on that. And she's number 14. Gracie, first pitch, takes a knock right past the third baseman into second. Going to get herself another pretty single out here tonight.
Another pretty hit.
Nice hit right there on that first pitch. Gets us started out in that second inning real well. We got Brooklyn Goss coming up. And she's coming up to bat. In her first outing, she was walked. So I know she's hungry, wanting to hit right there. And Brooklyn Goss is number 8. And our first baseman run into the girl on first, Miss Gracie Hastings, got her a steal and advanced herself to second. And we got a foul ball here by Miss Brooklyn. We're going to bring the official count to 0-2, I think. Yep. And so she's got to protect the plate here as she gets ready. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. And she fouls it off again, bringing the official count still at 0-2. His pitcher's throwing in some strikes here. And our girls are taking advantage of those strikes she's throwing in. And they're hitting them really well. This is probably the best hitting I've seen us do this season. Glad to see them bringing it out, getting their bats moving. They got their wheels running. Brooklyn takes a hard hit, and it's missed by the center fielder. And so Brooklyn's already to second base. Miss Gracie Hastings is rounding home and just touches home plate. That adds a little bit to our lead. She gets number 6. Brooklyn gets a good double out of that.
Real good hit.
And she gets 1 RBI out of that, and Gracie scores. All right, on the first pitch to Serenity Nolan, she makes a hard pop-up, caught by the third baseman. All right, we got Miss Molly Sue Sparks. Last time at bat, Molly Sue cleared the bases by putting one over the left field wall.
What yard?
And she's number 50 here. She's getting ready to go back up. Molly, that first pitch was a strike. That was right on the outside plate. That was a really nice pitch. We're ready to go here. Here comes the next pitch. Next pitch was a little high. That's going to give us a 1-1 count at this point. All right, here we are. We're ready to go again. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. And we got a big foul ball right on top of the bathroom and concession stands out here. And that's giving us a 1-2 count. Molly's hungry. She's wanting to get another big hit here. Molly's been a very capable hitter this year for the Wildcats. We're glad to see her having the kind of year she has. That was away on the outside. Good play by the, give the Blue Devils catcher some credit there. She did a good job of keeping that from going by her. That brings our count 2-2. Molly's back in the box. Molly being a southpaw, she's in that left-hander's box. Here comes the windup. We got a hard base hit down to the first base line. It's tagged out at first. But we also got advanced our runner. We put Brooklyn Goss in scoring position at this point. So all right, Miss Jody Walker was up there. She took a good hit on that. They're throwing it into second. Right as she gets to second, she's safe at second, and she winds up with a good double on that. So, all right, we got a runner on second. We got Amber Riddle coming up, another southpaw for the Monterey batting lineup. Amber comes into the batting box, and first pitch, she goes back and hits it in the middle of the center fielder. And the other, we got Jordy's fast as lightning coming from second. She comes in from second. And Amber got her a good triple out of that, and Jordy gets her base running scores, bringing your lead to 8-0 for your Wildcats. We do have 2 outs, but I think we got 2 RBIs on that one. And or no, I take that back. We got one. We got 1 RBI for Jordy's hit, and Amber got a good triple, and she got an RBI on that. So, these girls their bats are coming alive. They're running their wheels off. They're fast out there tonight. They're playing like you're supposed to play softball. We got another pitch here. Up the bat right now is number 15, Mariah Bilbrey. Her count right now looks like we've went to 3-1 at this point. And that one was a strike. That's bringing her still ahead in the count at 3-1. This Jackson County pitcher seems to be showing a little fatigue at this point. But thought she threw a nice pitch in there. Is a little bit off-speed pitch. Come in nice right down the middle. And we've got to take those hits like that. And then here come the guys. We make a big hit right into foul ball. Right down the left field line. So that goes back to a foul ball. It was good. Amber was here about the time Mariah got took off. Amber got a good lead off on that. Hopefully she's getting ready to come and do it again. As we come around through here, we got to wind up. We got to pitch. And we got walked. So that puts us a runner on first. Runner on second. We got two fast runners here. And that's coming up into Miss Shay Harris, number 20. Is coming up to bat. And she's coming up. She's got two runners in score position, 2 outs. Your score is 8-0 with your Lady Wildcats in the lead. Here comes the wind-up. Pitch was a little bit on the outside, maybe a little high. That gives us 1 ball, so the count's 1-0. At the end of this, we got a steal. Mariah Bilbrey stalled. And she's on second. We got runners at second and third. We got a 1-1 count at this time. Shay comes in. She fouls that one off a little bit. So that gives us a 1-2 count. Shay's getting ready to get back in the box here. And like I said, we got 2 outs. She's got to protect the plate right now. And Shay gets her a good hit. It's gone to the second baseman, and it's caught out by the second baseman, keeping any runs from being scored there. But we come out of that inning with 3 more points. And that's going to give us a good hit. A good day. And coming into the top of the third with a 0-1. All right, we're hitting the field. All right, they're making an announcement here. We was kind of quiet while they were doing that. The girls are getting back on the field. Looks like everybody's still in the same positions. Jackson County's had a little meeting with their girls. They're trying to get them to come back around and kind of get their head back in this game. They're not out of it yet. I've seen other things coming up. 8-0. Huh? 8-0. Oh, it's 8-0 at this point. We're going to go in and we're going to hit our third inning sponsor at this point. Our third inning sponsor is Absolute Fitness. Owners Vinny and International Federation of Bodybuilders Jen offer 2 floors and offer 15,000 square foot of space. They are equipped with live fitness circuit and cardio equipment. They offer the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Go by and visit on South Jefferson across from Kroger's or give them a call at 931-526-2500. Again, that's 931-526-2500. We do appreciate their sponsor. And also they're out there supporting their daughter out there, Miss Jordy Walker. All right, we're getting finishing with our warm-up. Looks like we've had 21 hits and 7 listeners right now. And we hope you stay in for the rest of the broadcast. We're coming up the third inning, and we have only had 6 batters. I don't know what to do to kind of stop this at this point, as windy as it is up here. Molly opens up that count with a nice strike. Pretty pitch right down the middle. These girls are really on top of their game tonight. I'm glad to see them coming out playing hard and strong tonight. Here comes Molly back on the rubber. She makes her wind up. She makes her pitch. Down to a little bit low on that one, but that's okay. That was a nice, pretty pitch. Oh, and he called that one a strike. I misread his call on that one. So another pretty pitch. We're back up. Batters in the box. Here comes Molly with her windup. And there we go. We got a little hit. It's a little hit to second baseman. Amber Riddle throws it to Allie Hyde at first. And we have the evening. All right. We go into our second batter of the night. We're getting wound up here. Good to see everybody coming in here. All right, we got Molly ready to go. Our second batter is Crawford. She's also their left fielder. First pitch, it's fouled off right to the right side fence, just about as the girl standing there on deck. So our girls are getting back in ready. Shay and Molly's getting their orders from their coaches. Shay's in position, batters in the box. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. And looks like we hit the pitch. Hit with the pitch right there. All right, we're getting ready. We got number 12, Miss Savannah Lewis up here to bat. She's coming up. Molly's getting ready to do it. She comes in, throws the pitch. We have a strike. Pretty pitch by Miss Molly right there.
Beautiful.
She's right on her game. Made amends for that pitch before. So we're good to see her. That she's not shaking her up. She's on her pitch. So she's getting ready. She's back up to the rubber. She takes her wind up. And here's the pitch. And another strike. And we're getting back into the circle, getting ready to reapproach the rubber. Shay's getting ready to get down. In her position, they're getting their announcement. And here we come, and here comes the windup, here comes the pitch. And that was the third strike. That strikes out number 12, Shannon Lewis. To the top of our lineup, and right now we want to talk about the big crowd out here tonight at this softball game. At all the softball games, baseball games I've been to this year, we've had a good show up, good bunch of crowd out here. It's good to see these ladies getting some support. And that first pitch, a little low. We got one ball. What's the count? And throws the pitch. It's hit to the outfield. It's scooped up in the outfield. It's through into third, and we tagged her out at third. The runner that was on first advancing to third. We tagged her out in the field, ending on the fourth batter of that inning.
They're playing a heck of a game today.
These girls are playing an awesome game at this point. I mean, you can't argue. They come to play softball tonight, so I'm glad to see that.
They're doing well.
They are doing well.
Best game of the season by far.
Yeah, this is the best game they have played. I know Cole here has been at a lot of games this year, so he's been watching.
I'd be in trouble if I missed one.
Oh, yeah, you gotta be. Going Jackson County back out there warming up. We're heading into the bottom of the third. It's 8-0 is your score. If I look at the third inning sponsor is Absolute Fitness, owners Vinny and International Federation of Bodybuilders Jen. They offer 2 floors and over 15,000 square foot of space. They are equipped with Life Fitness Circuit. They offer the most complete free weight equipment in the state. Go by and visit today on South Jefferson across from Kroger's, or give them a call at 931-526-2500. Again, that's 931-526-2500. the wind's out here tonight. There's definitely none of that, but boy, it is a beautiful day to be out here. Yeah, it's on Allie, right there. It's a beautiful night to be out here. Weather's good. I'm sitting here in a short sleeve shirt and comfortable. It's a good ball game. Good ball game weather. It's the type of weather you want for softball and baseball. These girls are coming out here playing tonight. It's just a great night to be here at the historic Delk Field. And as we get going here, we are we're getting ready. Our first batter is Miss Allie Hyatt, number 4. Bailey comes out. She tries a bunt. She's going to bring the count to 0-1. And that bunt fouled off, so we're trying to do something like that. All right, here we come back with the windup. It comes in a little low. Allie watches that one. That brings our count to 1-1. Here in the count. All righty, we're getting ready. Like I said, I don't for the wind noise. I really don't know what to do to try to prevent this at this point. Allie makes her little bump, and she makes it home, so she's safe at first base. So we start out that inning getting a runner on. And on a little light hit, sometimes those are some of the best. That takes us back to the top of our lineup. We're at number 14, Gracie Hastings. Gracie is our center fielder. She's had a good night. Here comes the pitch. Come in a little low. Allie comes in. They're trying to throw down, but they're just not quick enough for Miss Allie Hyatt. She makes it into second base. That puts us a runner on second. No outs with Gracie Hastings at the bat. Gracie takes the pitch, and it's a little bit on the inside, so that brings our count to 2-0. Going in at this next pitch. I know Gracie's had some hits tonight, and she's trying to get one. Nice pitch right down the gap, missed by the shortstop. They're trying to throw it to second to hold off Gracie, and Allie Hyatt comes from second, comes around, and she scores, making the lead 9-0 for your Lady Wildcats. That puts us a runner on first with Gracie getting a nice single there. Bringing it to our number 2 slot in our batting lineup, Miss Brooklyn Goss, number 8. Brooklyn is playing third tonight. We have one pitch thrown, and that pitch was a strike, bringing us to 0-1 in the count. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was a little high and to the outside. That brings our count to 1-1. We have no outs at this time. We're on the third base. There we go. Nice line drive. Bounced off the third baseman's glove. Goes out into the foul territory. They're chasing it down. Looks like Brooklyn's going to be held at second for a nice double with Miss Gracie Hastings making the score, bringing that score 10-0 for your Lady Wildcats. All right, Miss Serenity Nolan's coming at the bat. Serenity's already had one dinger right out of the park this year when we was down at the Gordonsville tournament. She's looking to get another one right now. Pitch was a little high and over her head. That allows Miss Brooklyn Goss to put her in third base in great scoring position. And Serenity comes back in with a 1-0 count. So let's see what we can do. We've got the next 3 batters all capable of major hits. That was an inside pitch. Brings our count 2-0. All right, we foul that one off. He did. No, he's 1-2-1. He just said 2-1. So I think we got 2 balls, 1 strike. And Serenity takes a big hit out there. I think it's going to come down in the outfield, and it's caught by the right fielder. The ball's caught. Miss Brooklyn Goss makes her base, and standing on her base and takes in and gets a score. So Serenity may have been out, but that's a sacrifice out where she gets to go out and gets 1 RBI in. And as a good hit, and it did its job. We may have 1 out now, but that puts the Wildcats ahead 11-0 with Molly C. Sparks up to bat. Molly hits a big foul ball, and it's a pop-up, but just outside of play. So that brings her back. She's going back. There's nobody on base at this point. Molly's ready. She's still remembering that first hit she made. Yeah, just go down through there like that. All right, here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little low. Pitch is a little low to the outside here. And as we go, we're getting ready. Here comes the pitch. Molly takes a hit, swing at it. She bounces it down. Foul ball. That's giving us a count of 1-2 at this point. 1 out. Molly comes back into that left-handed box being a southpaw. She's wanting to get another big hit. She winds up. She fouls it off to stay alive. Still leaving the official count to be 0-2. We're getting ready here. We're coming back. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Oh, we have a hard hit. Is it going to be in or out? Is it going to be in or out? Oh, and it's in. And Molly's going to get a good double out of that. It fell down just inside that center field. So that puts Molly on second. Looking out here to see if they're going to give her a courtesy runner as a pitcher. Looks like Molly. Up to bat for the Wildcats is going to be number 1, Jordy Walker. Jordy's had a pretty good night here. We're getting a courtesy runner in for Miss Molly, number 9. Have I got a roster here anywhere? Oh, okay. Number 9, that's Mariah Bilbrey, comes in as a courtesy runner for her. Jordy Walker makes a nice outfield hit.
Good hit.
With that was actually number 9, Madison Bowman, that came in to be her courtesy runner. Madison just scored. Jordy makes a good double hit right out to the center field fence. Our girls are on fire and they're burning their wheels. We got number 23, Amber Riddle, at the bat right now. Pitch comes in a little high. Jordy gets her lead off. She's ready to run. She's wanting to score right now. We got 1 out. It's 0-12. Count is 1-0, and your Monterey Wildcats is leading this action. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch, and we have a strike on that one. That brings our count 1-1. 1 out. 12-0, your Wildcats. Amber's getting back. She's getting her ritual done, getting back in that left-handed batter's box, and she's a southpaw also. Pitch comes up over her head. Jordy's getting her lead off. She's playing with them a little bit out there. We got a 2-1 count at this point. And we're getting ready. Amber's back in her box. She's ready. She's wired up. And here comes the pitch. Little bit to the outside, making 3-1 count. Amber's definitely ahead in the count here. Let's see what this girl can do. I know she's wanting a hit, but if it ain't in there, she's got to take this one and just take her base. Here comes the windup. Also to the outside, Amber goes to first. We got runners on first and second with Amber Riddle at first and Miss Jordy Walker at second. Next coming up is looks like we may have instead of trying to see who's coming at the bat, I don't think it's going to be Mariah Bilbrey. It looks like we got a sub in for Mariah, which is going to be number 7, Maddie Montgomery, coming in. Maddie's had some pretty good hits this year. We're wanting to see her get another big one and get out here. And here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. It's a little high. Nothing she can take a swing at yet. Got runners on first and second. This catcher's holding us up pretty good. She ain't letting nothing by her, even though she's had some kind of wild pitches. Oh, hit by the ball, so that advances us and loads the bases. Our bases loaded sponsor is Mr. Larry Wiley. Larry Wiley is the managing agent at the Farm Bureau in Monterey, serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties. For comprehensive insurance review and appointment, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. Again, that's 931-584-0042. So we have a pitch here, and the pitch was a ball. That gives us a 1-0 count, 1 out. Bases are loaded, 12-0 Wildcats. And we have the ball going past the catcher. No one tried to steal on that one. We've got Miss Jordy out there itching to get home. But don't want to take any chances at this point where we are. Count is 2-0. Here comes the windup. There comes the pitch. That one was a good pitch right there. That's going to bring the count to 2-1. We're getting ready. Batter's back in the box. Here comes the ball. Little high on the outside, bringing the count 3-1. Number 20, Shay Harris, is still at bat right now. Bases are loaded. 3-1's the count. Here comes the pitch. Shay takes a swing at that one, fouls it off into the backstop. She's doing good tonight. We got a full count, 1 out. 12-0 is the score at the bottom of your third inning. She throws it in there. Shay fouls off another down the down the third baseline. We're getting ready. What we're trying to do right now, we got a full count. 1 out. Shay staying alive with that foul ball. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. On the inside. And Shay takes her base, which walks in number 1, Jordy Walker, to make us a 13-0. Looks like we have another substitution hitter coming in right now as number 5, Dixie Elrod, is coming in. I happen to know her a little bit. So we're going to see how she does out here. We're going to see. I usually tell her try not to mess up too bad when she goes out there on the field. So we'll see what she does. All right, she's coming back. She's getting back in her position. She's had a few good hits this year. And she a little high, so she washed it. We had our runner out on second get tripped up a little bit as she led off. So we're back in. Everybody's back in position. Bases loaded with Dixie out here. Here comes the windup. Pitch on the inside. 2-0 count. She's being a smart batter right now. I know she's out there wanting to hit. Still just 1 out. Bases loaded. Threw that one in there. Dixie wanted a piece of it. She took a swing but couldn't quite connect. Ball was a little low right there, so that is a 2-1 count.
1 down, bases loaded.
1 down, bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. Dixie makes a little pop. It's missed, allowing Jordy Walker to score home.
Foul? Oh, yeah.
They called that a foul. I thought the girl touched it before it went out of bounds, but we'll go by what the umpire says. Dixie comes back. That's giving us a 2-2 count. And she's getting ready to come up there, and she wants another piece of that ball. Here comes the pitch. He calls that one a strike. She's gonna get her looking on that one. So that gives us 2 outs. We've got coming up the bat now is looks like number 17, Miss Abby Webb. Abby's coming up there. She's wanting a good, strong hit. We got 8-2, 13-0 is the score. Abby's wanting a good hit. Abby's coach is John Webb, who coaches the junior high softball team. So Abby's been playing softball a lot of years. A lot of these girls have been playing a lot of years together out here. So you got a good chemistry here on this team. Abby comes up. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Abby takes a swing at it, getting a strike. Here we go. We're getting into our next go. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Looked a little bit on the outside maybe. 1-1 is the count. Your White Lady Wildcats are winning 13-0. Pitch was on the inside. And we had a overthrower that's trying to throw her out from her leadoff on third base. But she couldn't capitalize on that. Looks like our count is 2-1 right now, 2 outs. Pitch was a little high. That brings us to 3-1 in the count. We got bases loaded. Our bases loaded sponsor is Mr. Larry Wiley. Larry Wiley is, pitch was to the outside, and that should be, I thought that was ball 4. That must have been ball 3. Mr. Larry Wiley is our bases loaded. He's the managing agent at Farm Bureau of Monterey. Serves Overton, Putnam, and Cumberland County.
Good hit.
Abby Webb makes a nice little hit. And knocks it right past the shortstop. She gets the single out of it, knocks in 1 run with Miss Amber Riddle. Brad's subbing in a lot of his other players right now. Right now it's 14-0 into the third. Good to see these young girls getting in some credit. We got number 31, Miss Haley Lefevre out there. Haley's been playing softball in this town for a long time. She's getting ready to come in and bat. I have coached her before. She comes from good family. She makes a nice contact with the ball. They throw her out at first before we can get a run scored. That makes Monterey 14-0 with 3 outs going into the top of the 4th inning. I started doing Larry Wiley, our bases loaded sponsor. He's managing agent at Farm Bureau of Monterey. Serves Putnam, Overland, and Cumberland counties. For comprehensive insurance review appointment, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042. Also, our 4th inning sponsor is the Live Well Medical Clinic and Spa. They're located in downtown Monterey, offers a wide array of medical services. To book an appointment or check out their various services, visit them on Facebook at Livewell Spa, all one word. That's Livewell Spa, all one word. Or call 931-839-6642. That's 931-839-6642. Looks like this Jackson County coach is probably needing a good spa day right now. He looks a little tense. That's good enough. We can work with that.
That's what it ain't professional, but it'll do.
It'll work.
It'll do. It'll do.
Okay. All right, we're getting ready to go back up to bat to get ready to go. Looks like we have changed pitchers out here. We've got our 8th grade pitcher, number 18, Miss Allie Novak, out there warming up to pitch. We've still got catching is number 15, Miss Abby Troyer. First base is number 5, Dixie Elrod. Looks like second base is number 9, Miss Madison Sparks. Shortstop is number 21, Addison Robertson. And third base is still, looks like maybe number 8, Miss Brooklyn Goss, maybe. I can't tell for sure. Yeah, it looks like third base is there. Outfield in left field is number 17, Abby Webb. Center field is, I honestly can't see that good right now. And I can't tell who's out in right either at this point.
Center field is Jordan Walker.
Center field is Jordan Walker, and Maddie Montgomery is number 7 is out in right field. So we're completely changing up our lineup a little bit. Oh, Madison Bowman is number 9. No, Madison is second. Maddie Montgomery is number 7 out in right field. You want to, Robert?
No, I'm good.
All right. We're getting ready to go back into our pitching here. Looks like we may have a new batter coming up for, let's see here. We have number 1, Kiara Meadows, is coming up for Jackson County. They're bringing in some of their others to sub in too. You know, they know this game's a little bit out of hand at this point as we go into the 4th inning. And we're getting ready to go. You know, we got young pitcher, young catcher out here. It's good to see them getting a little work out here in a varsity game. Right, looks like junior high baseball is also playing Jackson County tonight, and they are leading right now 5-2 in sometime in, like I'm assuming, the bottom of the 1st inning, being that both teams have scored. Take me a little sup of water here. My throat's getting a little scratchy coming out here and talking so much. My wife says I usually don't have that much trouble with that, but we'll see what we can do here. We're getting ready to finish out this game. We're starting at the top of the 4th inning. We just did a throw down. Pitcher and catcher getting ready to get ready. We're getting ready to see what we can do here. They're all having their team meeting, infield meeting out here at the mound, or at the rubber, I should say, in softball. They're in the circle. All right, Allie's ready for her pitching here tonight, her pitching debut tonight. So for tonight, we're getting ready to see she's pitched real good in some of the JV games recently. We'll see what she can do as she gets ready. She winds up, she throws. Just a little on the low side right there. Good starting pitch, though. She comes back in. She gets back. She gets ready to get in the mound here. We're going to have to be ready to see what happens. She winds up. She throws it in. Little on the outside on that one. That brings the count for 2-0 at this point. So as we go here, let's see what we can do. We're going to wind up. Here we come. All right, we got a pitch. Little high on that one, brings our count 3-1. All right, here we go. Getting ready to go out to pitch. We're getting ready for the windup. And that was a nice, pretty inside pitch right there. That brings the count 3-1. And I will say I was mistaken on third base. I finally got to see where I can see the number. The third baseman is number 22, Miss Jaden Lane. We got another pitch, nice outside pitch right there, bringing the count to full. She was down in the count. She's battled herself back, put us in a full count. We're getting ready for hopefully a strikeout here. And she takes it. The batter swings at it, giving us a strikeout, giving us our first out of the evening with our new crew out there. And, Monterey's pitching's been good tonight. That makes, I think, that makes several strikeouts we've had in this game. We've made some good plays on the field, too. We've just played solid. We're throwing another pitch in. Pitches hit the second, threw in the first, and we have an out. So, right now that puts her back ahead in her pitch count. She's pitched 7 pitches, 4 being strikes after starting off a little slow, but she's on a good roll right now. Nice hit there to the second baseman. Second baseman grounded just as she should, Miss Maddie Bowman, and throws that straight into number 5, Dixie, for the out. We got another bat. Third baseman, missed by third baseman, going to the shortstop. Shortstop throws it to first. A little late getting there after it was bobbled there. Didn't quite get that out, but that's okay. We're getting ready to come up again. And we got number 10 coming up the bat for, that's Shayla Kennard for the Jackson County Blue Devils. Shayla gets down. She comes up, she winds up, she pitches, comes in a little low, starting off that count 1-0 right now. And these girls are ready. We got 2 outs on the board, 0-14 is the score in the 4th. And here we go, and we throw the pitch. It's hit. It's a foul ball into the stands right behind us, bounced a couple times, hit a little girl in the back over at the baseball field, but I think she's okay. You got to really watch these foul balls out here at this stage, especially when you got 2 games going on. And here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Counts 1-1. Runner on first. Here we go. Catcher, pitcher doing their job, playing a good game of catch. And it's 2-1. And we got 2 outs. 2-1's the official count. Runner on first. Your Monterey Lady Wildcats is winning this game 14-0. Again, that's 14-0. Here comes your windup. Here comes your pitch. Pitch hit to the pitcher, straight to the first baseman. Miss Allie Novak throws it into Dixie Elrod, and they clear their out, clearing the board, coming in for the bottom of the 4th. Good job to this JV squad that went out there and did it. You do have some substitute varsity players in there that rotate in and out as they start sometimes, and sometimes they didn't. But these girls come out there tonight, and they did some good ball, good solid ball. I mean, this whole team's on fire tonight. We haven't had, I can't think of really any errors that we've had out here tonight, and that's what it takes to win ball games. That's what it takes to win ball games. Got a lot of students out here tonight watching. We've had several students walk up through here. And as they're coming through here, we're seeing a lot of things going on. A lot of junior high students out here tonight, too. Some of them are going back and forth between the two games. We've got Mason Bowman and Lindsey Wright, two other sports standouts here watching these girls. I'm just glad to see some of the student body coming out watching these girls tonight. That means a lot for these girls to get all of this. We got the girls ready. We got Jackson County's warming back up tonight. They're getting ready for the bottom of this fourth. I'm not sure who's going to be up next in our batting lineup, as we have some we have a little bit of change up going on now. It looks like our first at bat's going to be number 22, Miss Jaden Lane. Jaden Lane is one of our sponsors. Well, I'm not sure if she is or she isn't now. She's walked back into the dugout. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here right now. It looks like maybe number
21.
Number 21. Miss Addison Robertson's coming up to bat right now. Addison's coming up. I've seen her get a couple good hits in practice, so we'll see what she can do. This Jackson County pitcher's throwing in some stuff that's definitely hittable. And we've wore it out tonight. She makes a strike on that first pitch. That brings her count to 0-1. As we come up here again, she gets ready. She comes into this box. She's ready. She's in her stance. Everybody's ready. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch a little bit to the inside and low. Bringing a 1-1 count at this point. Again, I'm going to apologize one more time. Going to apologize one time for the wind and the noise that it's putting in here. And that one was, he called that one a strike. And that brings the count to 0-2. Here comes the pitch. It's hit into a pop fly, caught by the shortstop. And the shortstop is coming up and caught that ball, so that gave us an out. And now we're getting ready to set here. And number 18, Allie Novak, is up to bat. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was just a little bit on the outside of that, bringing the count 1-0 at this point. Allie's getting ready. She's getting back in the box. As she gets back in the box, she comes up and she takes a foul ball, about hits the batter out there on deck. And that brings her to 1-1 in the count. We got one out, and we're on our second batter. But your Monterey Lady Cats are winning this ball game 14-0. And we got a number of thought. This is the bottom of the fourth inning. And here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Allie fouls off another down the third baseline. Going just a little early on this pitch. And we're trying to get it going here. Got more and more students coming into the sections here tonight. That's good to cheer on these ladies. Here we go. Here comes the windup. Pitch is a little high, bringing 2-2 count out. Next we go. We're trying to get, seeing what we can do. Allie steps back into the box. Novak would like to get a good hit here. Pitch to the inside. That brings us to a full count. One out, 14-0 with your Lady Wildcats leading at this point. And this is at the bottom of the fourth inning. As we come back into position, here comes the windup. Here comes the throw, and she makes a nice hit. It rolls out into the left field. Left fielder catches it. Throws it into second, holds her up as a single. Nice hit by her. Looks like our batter up to now is number 10, which is Dee Winnett. Not sure what her first name is. I just got the first initial here. This is a little girl. She's come up good. She's made some good hits this year. Actually, she's made it on base a few times in some JV games. So see her up to bat. She's good at it. It's Destiny Winnett. Destiny Winnett is her name. and we're trying to get up here. She's trying to get ready. They called her, the umpire called her. She had a watch on. You ain't allowed to have a watch on when you're out there playing. We got that issue resolved. She's coming back up into the batter's box. She's getting down. She's getting in her stance. Here comes the pitch. She swings and fouls that one off. So she touches the ball that time. What I've seen of her this year, she's done a real good job of putting the bat to the ball when she needs to. So she comes up here in the second. She throws it out. Pitch was to the inside. She had a good eye right there, making the count 1-1. Here we go. We see her coming back in here, winding, throws it, and we have a strike. She took a swing at that one, just couldn't quite connect on that one. That leaves our count 1-2 at this point. And here comes the pitch, wind up, here comes the pitch, and strike 3. So that puts us 2 outs. Up the bat now is trying to see who this is. I can't see the number on the back at this point. It's number 9. She hits it to a pitcher. It's threw out at number 9, and that would be Miss Madison Bowman. That's Maddie Bowman right there. She touched the ball, knocked it into the pitcher. We go into the 5th inning at this point. Top of the 5th. Our girls are taking the field. Looks like we're going to be in about the same positions we was a minute ago from what we're seeing so far. That breeze is getting cooler. Sun's going down here on the mountain. There's getting to be a little bit of a chill in the air. Looks like everybody's pretty much coming out in their best positions. I mean, in the same positions they were last time. Let's see here. Abby Webb's going back to left field. Looks like Destiny Winnett's going out to right field. Everybody else is in their same positions. Well, let's see here. Number 7, Maddie Montgomery, is going out to center field. So changes to left field and center field right now. These girls are ready. They're ready to play. These girls are happy to be getting a little varsity play tonight. And they're really showing that they deserve some varsity play with the way they're playing right now. So I'm glad to see these girls out here. We're playing good and solid. These girls are doing their warm-ups. Jackson County's getting ready to come up and bat. Looks like our first batter for Jackson County is going to be number 11, who is Hunter Holloway. We're doing real good. We've had a lot of hits on our broadcast tonight. We've had 57 hits. We got 6 people watching right now. And we're really doing well. We want to thank you for tuning in. We ask you to go out and support our sponsors, which, by the way, our 5th inning sponsor is Bill Halcomb Realty and Auction. He's an affiliate of the United Country Real. He is an affiliate of the United Country Real Estate. Bill has experience, insight, connections. Both sell your property and can find the property you're looking for. Bill is located at 801 South Willow in Cookeville, and you can reach him at 931-526-7718 or at billhalcomb@gmail.com. billhalcomb@gmail.com. Looks like we've had our first pitch. She threw a strike in there. Winds up, throws another one, a little bit on the inside. That brings our count to 1-1. We got our count going back to 1-1. No outs, as this is the first batter of the 5th inning. We're trying to get out there. We're trying to hit a nice foul ball right down the first baseline. So that brings our count to 1-2. Everybody's getting ready. They had to retrieve that foul ball. As we get ready to retrieve it, we're doing that. Maybe the wind is changing direction a little bit, which means that it won't be quite as noisy as we go on. We take a wind up and we have a hit by the pitch, allowing the girl to take her base at this point. It's okay. Our pitcher can shake that off and go to the next batter. Looks like up to bat next for the Jackson County squad is number 24, Rachel Harris. She gets back in the batter's box. Miss Allie Novak comes out. She comes up. She winds up. She throws the pitch. They try to steal. We throw it down, but we can't quite make it on time. The Jackson County player safe at second. And we have one ball. 1-0 is the count at this point in time. All right, we're getting ready to wind up. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little low. Catcher does a good job keeping that in front of her. So that brings our count to 2-0 on this batter. We're getting ready here. We're winding. We're getting down in their position. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Nice pitch in there. That pitch is fouled off. Bringing our count to 2-2. As we're getting ready here. Okay, they're saying that's 2-1 at this point. Lost my count there. Pitch was a little low right there, bringing the count 3-1. All right, we're getting ready here. Getting ready to go back in. Looks like one of our Monterey players just got a nice hit. Getting at least one RBI out on the other field. We got a hit by Jackson County into center. They're trying to throw it into home. And they don't quite make it. Number 11 for Jackson County, that is Miss Hunter Holloway, scores. And Miss Rachel Harris, she winds up with a good base hit with a nice single. Number 30, Tess Crawford, is up to bat now. That brings the score 14-1, with your Wildcats still in the lead. Here comes the pitch. Pitch a little on the inside. That starts out your count 1-0. Here comes the next. Here comes your windup. Here comes your throw. Pitch on the inside. Well, no, he called that one a strike, so that was a good one right on the inside of the strike zone. So that is a 1-1 count. And we have we had a hit down the first baseline, retrieved by the first baseman. Nobody come back to cover the first base. She tried to tag her, couldn't quite make the tag. Advanced our second into our runner on second into the third spot. Up to bat now is number 33. It's Sydney Waters for Jackson County. She's coming up. Brad goes to the out for a meeting at the mound. A trip to the mound sponsors A1 Auto Repair, Expert Auto Repair, everything from battery exchanges to complicated engine repair, located at 12636 Monterey Highway 70. Give them a call at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Got a pitch, a little low coming in there. That brings our count to 1-0 at this point. We're coming in, and Allie's getting her orders for the pitch. She comes up. Got runners on each corner. She makes the pitch. Catcher comes up, takes the runner back to third. Pitch was a little low right there. And we have another pitch. Here comes the windup. Pitch to the inside. That makes the count 3-0. And we're getting ready. She's getting ready. She's shaking it off. She's getting ready. Last time she got down 3-1, she started throwing some strikes. There we go. We got another strike out of that one, so that's a 3-1 count. That 3-1 count. Here we come. And here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Little low. Batter takes her base. Advancing the batter on first to second. That loads up the bases. Your bases loaded sponsor is Larry Wiley. He's the managing agent for Farm Bureau in Monterey. Serves Overton, Putnam, Cumberland counties for comprehensive insurance review. Call for an appointment with Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042. The junior high score right now for the junior high baseball is 6-2 with your Wildcats in the lead in the second inning. I'm not exactly sure where in the second inning. Looks like the MHS is the MHS Wildcats playing in Clark Range tonight. The score is 4-0 in the top half of the first. So right now Monterey's having a good night. It looks like on all fronts. Haven't heard any update from the junior high ball game yet. From the junior high softball game. I think they had over at the other field. Maybe we can get you an update on that before the end of the night. Got a pitch to the inside. That brings our count to 2-1 on this go around. Nobody's out yet. Score is 14-1. Your Wildcats bases are loaded. And we've got a 3-1 count. We've got a lot of pressure on the pitcher right here. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. She fouls it off. Giving us a full count. Wind's picking up here again. We're trying to see what we can do here. We're going to we got, so here comes the deal. We go in, we take a bat, and she fouls that off with staying alive with the full count. We have no outs here, bases loaded, so Monterey really needs to get an out right here before they can get a score. You can tag any bag or the plate at this point. And we have a strikeout, which is even better because they don't put a runner in position to score. So we have number 1, who is Kiera Meadows, coming up the bat here for your Lady Blue Devils right now. She's coming up. She's wanting to get a big hit, especially with her bases loaded. Try to knock in get some RBIs right here. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was high. This is where you get into some strategy. What do? You got to check your runners and go 1 if she gets a hit. And that's number 1. Here comes another pitch in. Pitches to the inside. That makes us 1-1 on the count. We got to get ready to go into this here. Wind up. Again, we got Monterey's got its young fielders out there. Good to see them getting some playing time here tonight. Nice pitch coming in right down the middle. Perfect strike right there. So that brings our count to 1-2. We need one more. Get that second out on the board right now. We just had our first strikeout. Get a second strikeout in a row right here. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. That's a hard foul down the right field line. First baseman gets the ball, throws it back into the pitcher. Crowd sitting here tonight, really good crowd. I like having this big of a crowd here. Jackson County's come out pretty well to support. Got a fairly small team, so they haven't got a lot of numbers, but it looks like all the girls are probably pretty well supported here. Good to see them coming out. And we just got a ton of Wildcat fans here tonight. Counts 2-2. Going into this last pitch right here. Pitch to the inside. Brings the count to full. As we go into full count, we get ready. We come back to the mound. She shakes it off. Getting ready. Steps back on the rubber. Gets ready to wind up. Here comes the wind up. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is fouled off. Full count. Staying alive right there. That was a nice pitch. She had to do something with that or she was going to go home for this at bat. All right, back again. Bases loaded. 1 out. 14-1 your score with your Monterey High School Lady Wildcats in the lead. And we have another foul ball right off the right field backstop. And we're getting ready to come out and see what we can do. Go back into our circle. We got our girls ready. Here we come. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. And that was a perfect pitch right down the middle, and she caught her looking on that one. That gives us 2 outs. That's 2 strikeouts in a row for Miss Sally Novak. Again, 2 outs, score 14-1. Going into your batter, number 32, Olivia Scott, your third baseman. Your starting third baseman for Jackson County's coming up. She's coming up. She's getting ready. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch is a little high. That brings our count 1-0. Third base runner's getting a little iffy coming up right now. She's starting to play with them a little bit. Miss Abby Troyer doing a good job walking her back to the bag. Here comes the windup. Here comes the pitch. Pitch was a little bit on the inside, bringing your count 2-0. We need to get an out right here and go into the... And it looks like your Monterey Junior High baseball game is 8-2 right now with your Wildcats in the lead. Looks like it's a good night to be a Wildcat. We're hoping for good news to come to us from the Monterey Junior High school game. If anybody's out there, give us an update that you can. We'd love to have one right now. We got a pitch right on the inside of the strike zone. Perfect pitch. 3-1 is your count. Here comes we up. We got 2 outs. Here comes the windup. Here comes the throw. Pitch just a little bit to the inside, which that walks, and with bases loaded, that walks in 1 run, making the score 14-2. We also have a bases loaded situation still with Larry Wiley as your bases loaded sponsor. He's the managing agent at Farm Bureau in Monterey. Serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties. For comprehensive insurance review and appointments, call Larry Wiley today at 931-584-0042. 931-584-0042. Number 22 for your Lady Blue Devils, Emma Chaffin is at the bat. Emma's in the number 4 spot. And the first pitch was a strike. Second pitch was a strike. First pitch was a ball. 1-1's the count. Emma's in your number 4 slot, so you know she's going to be a good little hitter. So here comes the pitch. She bit that one, and that makes us a count of 1-2. 2 outs. 2-14's your score at the top of your 5th inning for your Monterey Lady Wildcats. These girls are playing a good game here. You know, we hit the ball over the right fence on a foul ball here to keep her alive. Allie Novak seems to be getting in her groove again here. She's coming up. She takes a wind-up. She takes a throw. Pitch just to maybe a little higher, maybe to the inside. Hard to tell from this angle. Makes the count 2-2. As we're getting ready to go here, let's see what we can do. Allie gets her call. She's getting ready. She does the wind-up. Catcher's ready. Here comes the pitch. Pitch just again a little to the inside, bringing you to a full count. That's full count across the board with 2 outs. And bases are loaded. And 14-2 is your score. And she threw that in there, and she caught her looking, getting that strikeout looking, leaving your score 14-2 going into the bottom of the 5th for your Monterey Wildcats. Keep in mind your Monterey Wildcats got a lot of its younger players out here playing right now. Give it to Brad, letting these girls get some playing time in when we get in the situation. And it looks like we're going to call that on a run rule. So your Monterey Wildcats win tonight 14-2. 14-2 victory over Jackson County. And we got to say this is a great game right now. This was a real good game for us, and it's good to see these girls out here. Good to see sportsmanship. Good to see some high fives going on back out here after the crazy year we've had. Good sportsmanship. Bunch of good girls out there. I'm sure we can say the same about these Lady Blue Devils, too. I think they've got a lot of good girls out there from what I'm seeing. There was no bad sportsmanship in this game at all. We thank the Blue Devils for traveling to Monterey tonight, and we thank them for and hope that they had a good trip up here, and we hope and pray that y'all have a good, safe trip home. We got the girls out on the field reciting the Lord's Prayer, which is a pretty common thing that you see with girls fast pitch softball. It's good to see that. Coaches are having a little meeting while the girls are out there. So we're out there seeing them. Our girls are walking off the field. I don't think the Jackson County's just got enough to make a JV, but I think all of our JV girls on both teams have got to play some tonight. Our girls are going out for a coaches meeting, and the Jackson County Blue Devils are coming in and getting ready for that long ride home. We want to thank everybody for listening tonight. We're going to go out and we're going to do some commercials in a minute. Are we going to come back to Thursday night, we've got high school baseball over here playing Oakley. We're checking the schedule right now. Tonight, the baseball's at Clark Range. Last we heard, it was the top of the 4th, and Monterey pulled out to a 4-0 lead. Haven't heard anything else. Right now, it's still 8-2 in the 2nd inning. It's the bottom of the 2nd inning right now, and Monterey's got 2 outs on the Monterey Junior High boys baseball team. Looks like That's softball. Softball. Our Monterey high school girls have got a Stone. We will play Stone at the Monterey High School girls softball will play here. We'll play at Clark Range as of right now, Thursday night at 5 o'clock. The Monterey boys baseball, Monterey Wildcats boys baseball will play at Monterey against Stone Monday night. We'll play at Stone Monday night here, and we'll play Oakdale on the 2nd, which is Friday night here at Monterey at 5, and play Stone at 5:30 on Thursday. And not sure on the junior highs boys if they got anything else this week or not. And I do know that the high school boys have, the high school boys are making a good showing so far. Good to see the junior high boys making the showing they're making over here against the Blue Devils. So I think some of the crowd's probably going to disperse and change fields right now. It's good to see them out. Again, another great victory for the Monterey High School softball team, 14-2, beating the Jackson County Blue Devils, who traveled here tonight due to the flooded conditions at their own field. We will go make up that game there at the next scheduled Jackson County date, is my understanding at this point. But if you can, come out and support these girls at their next games, and come out and support the baseball teams as you can. It's good. We haven't heard a update from the junior high game going on over at the old softball field in Monterey yet, so we're not going to be able to give you an update on it right now. But we thank you all for listening. We had a pretty good night of listeners and a good crowd here. Good to see people. I'd rather see people out here in these stands than listening to us on the radio. They can listen to us later. We had 71 hits. Still got 5 of y'all out there listening to me right now. So everybody come back, listen to it again, and come and support it when you can. For everybody out here, this is Jeff Elrod for Cole McDonald and for Rick McNeil. We're signing off tonight, and we thank you, and go Wildcats.
Monterey Foods, your hometown grocery store. From the time you enter their door until your groceries are carried to your car, you'll be treated as a valued customer. Come by and see Danny and his staff today. And remember, they have fresh cut meat daily, and check out their weekly specials at Monterey Foods on Facebook. They're located at the corner of Holly and Stratton in Monterey, or just give them a call at 931-839-2434. That's 931-839-2434.
If you're looking for honest, dependable, and experienced shop to have your vehicle repaired, check out A1 Auto Repair just outside of Monterey on Highway 70. Bill, Tim, and Kurt have the knowledge and experience to handle almost any auto repair need you may have. From wiper blades to major engine repair, they provide expert, reasonable solutions to keep your vehicles on the road. Go by there and see them today, or call them at 931-839-3013. That's 931-839-3013. Go Wildcats!
Live Well Medical Clinic and Spa, located in downtown Monterey, offers primary care and telemed services, same-day DOT physicals and sports physicals, weight loss programs, and various types of massage therapy, including pregnancy, sports, deep tissue, and relaxation. To book an appointment, visit them today on Facebook at Live Well and Spa, all one word, or call 931-839-6642. That's 931-839-6642.
Larry Wiley is a proud supporter of Monterey High School and junior high school sports, as well as academics. Being the Monterey Farm Bureau agent, Larry serves Putnam, Overton, and Cumberland counties with auto, home, health, and life insurance. For a comprehensive insurance review appointment, you can call Larry at 931-584-0042. That's 931-584-0042.